thanks very much. You would have noticed that mechanical horse driving is only usually two of us, but as we have been described as being to West Country folk music what Adolf Hitler was to the Festival of Light, we did think that perhaps you might appreciate it if we brought along a couple of actual musicians as opposed to us pillocks tonight, just to add a little bit of music to proceedings. Will you please put your hands together and welcome on the fiddle over there, Mr. Michael Evans. And on the pregnant violin, Mr. Henry Davis. Yeah.
There are two very strong drinks in this country, one of which is Scrumpy, all right, where we come from, all right. There's this Scrumpy, which is this incredible champagne of the working class, which has the effect of making people quite disabled as rats. And we have, from the northern part of the country, Newcastle Brown Ale, which a lot of people up there reckon is really strong. Is it strong? Is it really? Whichever one of these two drinks you decide to drink, you do tend to get quite inebriated. And it happened to us coming back from Newcastle a few months ago. We were driving down the M1 and had a bit of a problem. So I pulled in on the hard shoulder, and before I could open the door, this police car that had been following us, it's absolutely true, this copper had wrenched the door open and I fell out. Crunch. And he looked down at me and I looked up at him and he said, "Just a routine check, sir." I said, "Shall I make it out to you?" Except that he didn't laugh, you know. And when it got to the point where he said, "Is your car licensed?" and I said, "Yes, would you like a gin and tonic?" When it got to that, he asked me if I'd mind blowing up his breathalyzer. I said, "Pardon?" Because if you do that, you can get into trouble, you know, you can have problems. And so he made Spanner here. And I call him Spanner because he keeps me nuts tied. He made Spanner take over the driving, and we had to follow them off the motorway to the local Nick. And there they asked me if I'd mind giving a urine test. And I said, "Yes, please." Because that was the problem that we'd stopped for on the motorway in the first place. So I filled his little bottle up, and several others, and off he went with his tray of foaming liquid. And he came back about 2 hours later with a local police doctor and woke me up and said, "Do you realise, sir, that what you've put in this bottle is 200% alcohol?" I said, "Is that bad?" He said, "No, it's pretty good. Cheers." Don't bother. Absolutely true, that is. Oh dear, what an effort that was.
Always take the old Scrumpy, we'll drink the bucket down. Let's raise a cheer to good strong beer, that strong Newcastle Brown. Since the day that man discovered hops and started brewing good ale, two drinks have grown quite famous for their strength that turned men pale. From Somerset came Scrumpy, an awe-inspiring sight. From Geordie land came Newcastle Brown, which sparked off many a fight. Oh, here's to good old Scrumpy, we'll drink the bucket down. Let's raise a cheer to good strong beer, that strong Newcastle Brown. Now drinking in a Trowbridge pub, what 2-ton Farmer Jim, who who boasted loud to all around that Scrumpy was stronger than gin. But standing right next to him was what Geordie Thistlethwaite, the champion drinker of Newcastle Brown. He drank it by the crate. Oh, here's to good old Scrumpy, we'll drink the bugger down. Let's raise a cheer to good strong beer, that strong Newcastle Brown. Now Farmer said to Geordie, that beer's not fit to drink. And grabbing hold of Geordie's glass, he poured it down the sink. The landlord said, oi, come on lads, we'll have no fighting here. We'll hold a competition to decide the strongest beer. Oh, here's to good old Scrumpy, we'll drink the bugger down. Let's raise a cheer to good strong beer, that strong Newcastle Brown. Both men had now drunk 50 pints, although they were not sober. It was until the 51st that both of them fell over. The crowd all roared, it is a draw. The landlord smiled and said, this contest would have lasted a month if they'd been on what knees red. Oh, here's to good old Scrumpy, we'll drink the bugger down. Let's raise a cheer to good strong beer, that's strong